So the Miracle Bear aka Urs Kalecinski decided to stop holding back and went full force into the open division. No warm-up show, no easing in, he went straight into the open division at the 2025 Italy Pro. If you thought Classic Physique was his ceiling, think again. This wasn't just a debut, it was a disruption. Open bodybuilding is a different beast. You're not just posing against aesthetics, you're battling mass monsters. And Urs, he didn't just survive, he won. So he basically beat seasoned competitors like Quinton Iria, Mark Hector and Sergio Oliva Jr. Guys, that's not a debut, that's a freaking statement. So the top 5 stacked up like this. Urs Kalecinski from Germany took the win with 6 points total. Quinton Iria from Canada followed with 12 points. Mark Hector from the UK landed 3rd with 18 points. Sergio Oliva Jr. and Louis Breed rounded up the top 5. Urs was dry, tight, and full. Classic Miracle Bear conditioning, but scaled up for the open. His waist stayed tight, his posing was confident, and he didn't get lost in the mass. That's rare. So this win qualifies Urs for the 2025 Mr. Olympia in Las Vegas. And here's the kicker. He is now a wildcard threat in the two divisions. If he sticks with open, he's going to force guys like Andrew Jack, Samson Dauda to rethink their strategy. If he returns to Classic, which I don't think he actually will, he's got the psychological edge over everyone not named Bumstead. From a branding and career standpoint, this was genius. Urs didn't just win a show, he expanded his market, sponsors, media, fans. They now see him as a multi-divisional threat. And let's not ignore the timing. With Olympia just a few weeks away, this win injects fresh hype into a lineup that was starting to feel predictable. Urs didn't just win a bodybuilding show, he disrupted a division. He proved that aesthetics, conditioning and charisma can still beat raw size. Of course, if executed perfectly. The open battlefield better be watching, because if this was just a warm-up, Olympia might get messy. What do you guys think? I would like to hear your opinion, so drop your thoughts below. Was this a fluke or was the start of a new era? And if you're still sleeping on Urs, you might want to set an alarm for Vegas. This guy is not coming to play, he's coming for blood. Also, there's already a buzz swirling around Urs Kalecinski's open debut, and now comparisons to Dorian Yates are entering the chat. Not in the back poses though, because in that field, there's no question about it. Dorian Yates is an absolute legend. Few people can come close to it, but in other shots, Urs is starting to echo that dense, grainy look that defined Yates' dominance. Chris Assetto, one of the most respected coaches in bodybuilding, even said Urs came in over 30 pounds heavier than his classic weight and looked better for it. Fuller legs, pecs twice the size, arms bigger and rounder. But he's not just bigger, he's also sharper. In side chest and most muscular poses, Urs channels the same brutal compactness like Yates was known for. It's not just about mass, it's about how the muscle sits. And Urs literally has that dry quality that makes every muscle fiber pop under the lights. Another difference would be that he keeps a tighter waist and more aesthetic flow, as he is coming from the Classic Physique category, which gives him a modern edge, while still nodding to the old school freak factor. So while his back still needs work to reach Dorian Yates' level of dominance, the rest of his physique is starting to whisper legacy. And if this trajectory continues, we might be watching the rise of a hybrid. Part classic, part mass monster, all Miracle Bear. And here's another twist that got the entire bodybuilding world buzzing. Urs Kalecinski's victory might just be the spark that teases Chris Bumstead aka Cbum back into the open division. After retiring from Classic Physique with 6 Olympia titles and a final runner-up finish at the Open in the EVLS Prague Pro, Cbum has been enjoying life outside his competing grind. But he hasn't exactly disappeared. He's still training hard, staying massive, and keeping a close eye on the sport. And as you guys know, when Urs made his move to open, Bumstead reposted a message saying, "Little Bear is growing up, go show them what the classic boys are made of." That's not just support, it's pride, maybe even a flicker of competitive fire. He also publicly agreed with the idea that if classic competitors entered open, the Olympia top 10 would look a lot different. Translation, he knows the aesthetic game can shake up the mass dominant status quo. Now with Urs proving that theory on stage, winning his open debut and qualifying for the Olympia, even though he is retired, I hope Cbum might reconsider and make a comeback. And let's be honest, if there's one thing that could pull Chris back into the spotlight, it's legacy. Seeing Urs dominate might not just validate Classic, it might challenge Cbum to reclaim the open world, to come back from retirement and show the world what happens when the king returns. So yeah, Urs isn't just winning shows, he's rewriting narratives. And somewhere in that mix, Chris Bumstead might be quietly sharpening his sword. What do you guys think? Would that be a possibility? And how cool would that be? Because this would be the spark that would make open bodybuilding so much greater than it actually is. because in the last couple of years it's been kind of dragging on and people are starting to lose interest. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please let me know your opinion in the comments down below. Like, share and subscribe, and I shall see you in the next one. Ciao, ciao!